We really need to figure out what these are for. Because they are stunningly beautiful. But they serve no apparent purpose. But there's some magical property to it. They're not common gems, that much is certain. They're far too perfectly cut. They're beyond flawless. Right, well this looks more like it. Oh, I take it back. All these books are ruined and worthless. Am I going to check every single bookcase nonetheless? Yes. Yes, I am. I do have a problem, don't I? I think you two are just too patient and kind to say it. There's definitely nothing on those bookcases. What's up here? Okay, there's a door at the end. Where does this lead? Well, somebody's got a room to themselves. Maybe they'll have something good stashed away in this chest. Or not, but it's not like I need the money. Though it is nice not having to worry about money anymore with King Orgnum's coffer, and we've play Matronac. Oh. Okay, back up! Back up! It's exploding! You weren't invisible, you were just very much in the way. Oh. And sorry. You should have stayed in school. If you'd stayed at the College of Winterhold, this would have never have happened. And I would have never have been sent here to scrounge through yet another dangerous, dank, old ruined fortress. Come on then. We are running out of rooms to search, I believe. And this key is going to make our life a hell of a lot easier. Oh, Shrine of Julianos. We'll have his blessing any day. Leave the silverware. Yep, leave the silverware. Don't need it. Can't be a magpie. Just take it because it's shiny. Right, excuse me. There's nothing else here. This feels very final, this door at the end of the corridor. And rather ominously, those candles leading up the stairs are reinforcing that feeling. All that's missing now is for this caller to be playing an organ while waiting for me up in the lair. I don't know why I keep searching these bookcases as if those books the college sent me to recover are going to be ready and waiting on there for me. Of course the caller's going to have them. There's an inscribing on the door here for Ritual Chamber. I'm going to take the opportunity to charge up my sword, because I very much don't like the sound of that. Okay, you know what? Where's the store Matronac stand? Yeah, let's get our stuff of store Matronac. Ready? Alright, let's get the show on the road.
So you're the one who barged into my home and laid waste to my projects. How nice to meet you.
A pleasure. I'm here for the books from the college, and no, I'm not sorry that I've disturbed all your little projects and experiments, even if they were on vampires.
So you're just one of Aren's lackeys. That's disappointing. You show real promise. You come here, kill my assistants, disrupt my work. You've annoyed me, so I don't think I'll be giving you anything.
Well, flattery coming from your mouth is meaningless and unwanted. I'm not going anywhere without those books, and if you're seeking to threaten me, I reckon you'll know, if you're a former member of the college, I'm much more scared of Urag, the librarian, than I am of whoever you are.
Are you attempting to threaten me after I've been so hospitable? Well, then you won't be leaving here at all.
I was ready for that. Okay. Okay, there's 2 flame action axe. Get my... Oh no, right, I'm gonna need... Okay. She's teleporting all over the... Get the caller, focus on the caller if you can... Oh, she's teleporting all over the spot. Right. Has that gotten rid of the action axe? Ooh. God, they were both over there, right? Okay. Last King of the Aliens. This is one of them, isn't it? Yes, it is. The caller. Who the hell were you? Hidden Cobra reduces health to 1. You gotta be right up to them to use that scroll. It's not very useful.
I hope I am more permanent than your magical friend.
The Night of Tears. Oh, this is about Sarthal, isn't it? Perfect. This is exactly the book we wanted. Right, take that. We can read it when we get back to the college. And, oh, hopefully that explosion didn't destroy the book. Okay. Unarteum. Oh, it's just a fragment, I think. Right. We've got the books. Those were the 3 on the list. We rescued all... You know what? I can't remember that apprentice's name.
There we are. Books recovered. Orthorn saved.
Orthorn,
Job
yes.
done. Let's get back to the college.
Yeah, it's about time we did get back to the college with those books, but we are going to go via Septimus first. The Elder Scroll is slightly more pressing than the books, but we'll be in the neighborhood for both. And where is this going to take us? This is certainly the treasure room. A Patema silver piece. Yes, please. Right, chest. Staff of Horsemanship. Target mounts move faster and have unlimited stamina for 180 seconds. We'll have to try that when we next have Bruiser again. Right, okay. Where does this hatch lead? Speaking of Bruiser, I do miss her an awful lot. Is it going to be quicker to go to Whiterun and get a carriage to Winterhold? Or should we just walk straight to Winterhold? Let's get outside and we'll check our map. I'm getting a little sick of being inside and trapped underground. I think I might actually enjoy the walk to Winterhold. Long and cold as it will be, but then again, there's nothing on the way there that we need to stop by, so we could just take the carriage. And we'll get just as much fresh air, if not more, in the carriage, and we won't have to get our feet sore. Oh, hang on a minute. No, I've got the beacon. Wait a minute. If I... Right, where's Picky's beacon? Right, Skyrim. We're closest to Whiterun, aren't we? Okay, if I focus, the Devavezza, I get a feeling it's going to arrive in Whiterun shortly. Right? I don't know how I know that, but I just get a gut feeling. By the time we walk over there, we'll get some lunch. And I think the Devavezza, it's a good test for the beacon to see how effective it is. How are we going to get down to Whiterun? Because this seems like a rather steep cliff edge. Ah, yes, we can make our way down here. Right, meander our way to Whiterun. Let's get some lunch. And wait for the Devavezza to show up to take us back to Winterhold. And then we can do some reading while we wait for the Devavezza. And then again on the Devavezza while we're going to college. Oh, no, this is working out. I think I quite like having our own taxi service.
Just think, the Doomstrider could be anything, anyone, anywhere. They could walk right by us and we would not know it. We need more information.
I just don't understand where we're supposed to
Chops and
get that
steaks fit for a
information.
Jarl. Come and see my selection of the finest quality meats.
Bits and baubles for
And it's very
sale.
difficult to think as well in the market. It could be any one of those people. You are right, Inigo. I very much doubt it's going to be one of those people, but until Langley comes up with more information on his own, I don't think there's anything we can do.
Good thing, and it is often rewarding. But being a participant can be painful.
Oh, fiend.
For a number of reasons, as well as how noisy it is out here. But here, we should have a good view
Would your good
when the
friend be
airship
named
gets
John,
here, so we can
by
leave
any
right away. And while we wait, I'm going to start learning, or continuing to learn, clairvoyance. Now, this should help us find where we need to go. Or rather, it should in theory. I'm going to keep studying that while we wait.
I've spied the two of you talking quite intimately.
Lest you forget whatever you think you saw, Elf. Such idle talk can prove hazardous to one's health.
Oh, somebody's not appreciative of the gossip going around here. John and who now?
Chops
I
and steaks
didn't get a
fit
good
for
look.
Jarl. Come and see my selection of the...
It's hard to believe I'm actually in the city where Ragnar the Red met his end. Watch out for shield maidens.
Oh,
Ah,
no, what's that?
that's my resonance sphere. Critical warning.
Critical warning?
But that means... Oh no.
No?
Oh dear me, no. No, 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 no.
No what? That is making a hell of a racket.
We have a problem. Well, I have a problem, which sort of means you do too, I suppose, but... Look,
Right.
there is a problem.
Okay.
A big one.
What's that? You said critical warning. Critical problem? What is the problem?
My resonance sphere isn't just attuned to the one I gave you. I also set it up to resonate with one of the consoles back in Doomspathar. There's a special set of buttons, and in the event of emergency, they can be used to contact me.
Right.
So, that's what's happened. And it's a critical warning. That means the lab is under attack.
Under attack? No, hang on a minute. So who's warning you of the attack? How are you being warned of the... Because if it's connected to the buttons, surely somebody's got to push the button, unless you set it up so you got to push a button to get in. But who? Does it... Do you know?
I honestly have no idea. Reeklings? Reavers? Werebears? We won't know until we get there.
Better not be werebears. But if you're here, who's pressed the button?
Ah, now, that is a jolly good question. It was, my assistant. Yes.
Your what?
My assistant.
No, hang on a minute. Right, the Devaves has arrived.
Whiterun
But
is quite
When
lovely.
did you get an assistant? There was nobody there last time we were there. You were all on your own.
Oh, I recruited him in those first few days after we took control of the facility. Have I never mentioned him? Whoops. Must have slipped my mind.
You're not a good
Anyway,
liar.
We need to get back there as soon as possible.
Oh.
I dread to think what those intruders might be doing to my poor lab while we're away.
But we've got an elder scroll to deliver, and Septimus to see, and the college. Oh, we can't. Right. Have you been playing with that? I told you not to go near the portal to Oblivion. Don't tell me you've recruited a Daedra. Oh, God's sake. Right,
Bye
okay.
for now.
Well, so much for our plans. Right, come on, we've got to go. I didn't want to go back to Solstheim. Are you guys coming? Are you guys coming? Oh, I'll go prep the ship while you finish your dinner. So much for my relaxing evening. So much for relaxing and enjoying a good spell tome and furthering our magical endeavours at the college. Oh, right, can't be helped. Didn't want to go back to Solstheim anytime soon, but it looks like we have no choice. Up we get. Oh, we do get a hell of a good view from the Devavezzer as well. It's a good thing we warned the guards about the airship coming, otherwise they might have started shooting at it. Right. Oh god, right, we can't get... If only we could fly this across the sea. Oh, you decided to join me, did you? Other locations... Skyrim... Oh, we've got to go. Right. We're off to Windhelm because that's going to take us as close as we can. We'll spend the night sleeping aboard... Actually, you know what? Rather than sit at the helm, we'll go do this below deck with the beacon and we'll control it telepathically. At least that way, we can sleep while the Dev of Ezra is flying. So at least we'll get some rest in. Right, well, I'm going in the captain's cabin. Lucian, you better have some explanations for us by the time we get back to Doom's Bazaar. Oh, it's not even fully morning yet. All the shops are still closed. We can't even offload some of the junk we've collected. Really, we should have done that in Windhelm before we got on the boat, but I was in such a rush, I forgot to do it. Right. Oh, I guess you're all waking up from your night slaving away over that monument you've all got no memory of. One day we'll be able to sleep in our home here. That's it, good morning. I'm not sure they're still fully aware of us. Yeah, and they're still at work. Their shift might just be starting now. Right, Lucian's still being coy. He won't tell us who this assistant of his is. He won't let us know whether or not it's somebody from Raven Rock themselves, or if they've come from the Imperial City, they're an acquaintance, but I've a dreadful feeling that in his Animoculary, I believe it was called, he's created a new Dwemer automaton. And given the nature of Doom's Bazaar, I have a dreadful feeling he might have been tampering with Daedra and binding them into automata. And oh god, please don't let it be the portal that's activated. Please. Yes, you. I think... Is Inigo off doing his ablutions? I thought I heard him. For a moment. We can always summon him. If he gets too far behind, I can always summon him so we can catch up without any issues. I'm not particularly happy with you though, Lucian. I feel like you've been dabbling in things you should have left alone. We've got a yellow shell. Let's leave that one there. Oh, dear. This really has been a hell of a rush over here, and those are ice wraiths. They weren't here last time. Is there a... I don't really want to fight them. I just want to get this over with. Oh, there's no way round here, is there? Oh, fine. Right, where's Inigo? Let's get our best fighter.
I was chasing my tail. I am glad it made the trip with me.
Well, I'm glad you've got your priorities. Let's get autocannon. Oh, let's get our fireball spell still. Come on. Grab your bow, Inigo. Lay down some fire. Let's try get at least one before he gets close to us. There we go. Oh, it's not over. And I don't think Lucian did anything. He doesn't really have a range option. Oh, yeah, no, right, don't stand in front of the cannon. Let me... There we go. Right, let's get that. Oh, dear. Take the Ice Wraith Essence. At least we're getting some kind of alchemical components out of this. Oh, it's the hunter we used to see around here. Oh, no, it's a Reaver. It's not the hunter, it's a false alarm. I'd have felt incredibly sorry for the hunter and his dog if it was them that got by those ice wraiths, but it seems like they must have moved on. We still have those red Nirnroot we need to deliver. We're not going to be going to see them anytime soon, are we? With all the things we've got on our to-do list, let's avoid that glowing shrine. I have no appetite to see whether or not there's another cultist there tonight. Well, unless the intruder's a goat, it doesn't appear to have been broken into. I can't remember whether we shut the gate on our way out or not. Right, well, all aboard. If there's an intruder or not, I'm sure we'll be made aware in due course. We ready?
Master Flavius, it is good you have returned. The gate opened without warning and...
What?
You brought help.
What?
So, surprise! I'd introduce you, but we're all already acquainted.
Yes!
In case it isn't obvious, this is Doomspathar. Say hello, Doomspathar.
Hello, Doomspathar.
Oh, yeah, very funny.
Oh, gets me every time.
What have you done? This thing tried to kill us. He tried to take over his Inigo's body. And you gave him a body of his own, which I suppose is what he wanted in the first place, so I suppose this actually kind of works out for everyone. But that's not the point. He's a Daedra, Lucian.
Something on your mind?
Who?
All right.
Doom's Bazaar? Hello?
Wow, this is somewhat awkward.
Yes! You tried to kill me! How are you still... So we didn't destroy you. I thought we just destroyed your casing and made you inert, from what I understood. I didn't really understand a lot of what was happening at the time. But how this body? How?
The machine you destroyed before was simply a shell.
Yes?
My consciousness is housed deeper within the facility and is considerably more durable. Master Flavius constructed me this perambulatory unit as a new interface with the world.
Okay.
It cannot leave the facility, but the level of freedom is gratifying.
You're definitely not going to try and kill me again. Because you seem a lot more happy being able to roam about the facility. It's a huge step up, isn't it, from being trapped in that housing you were in, but you're not going to try and take over my body again, or Inigo's body, or Lucian's, but I suppose you would have probably tried it again by now if you were going to, weren't you? But you're definitely not.
Negative. Master Flavius has installed new directives preventing me from doing so.
Oh, well that's comforting.
And you have something to say, don't you, Doomsbathar?
Yes. I am sorry.
Sorry for what?
Sorry for trying to murder you and possess your corpse.
There we are. That wasn't so hard now, was it? Oh dear.
What?
It would appear we have company.
I told you to leave the portal alone. Why would you...
No one escapes!
Why would you... Oh god, he's after Doom's Bazaar. I can't believe we're gonna go and protect Doom's Bazaar. Right. Apology accepted. Okay. What did I tell you? This wasn't your doing, was it? Oh, the gate. You didn't mean the front gate. You meant the gate to oblivion. Oh my, right. You even... You're taking your heart. They are rare, and it's less morbid than taking a human heart. Right, Doom's Bazaar? What? Don't just walk away. What's going on?
It would seem that while we have been wasting time on apologies, our more pressing concern has caught up with us.
Right, what exactly is happening here? And is it to do with the Oblivion Gate? Because the Dremora, to me, confirms it.
Master Flavius left me to monitor the facility while he was away with you.
Yes?
During his absence, the facility's Oblivion Gate activated unexpectedly, releasing a number of my Daedric brethren into the core. Fortunately, the power surge was temporary, and I was successful in closing the gate again before too many were able to come through.
Okay, good job.
However, the laboratory is currently overrun with Daedra, and the constraints Master Flavius placed on me prevent me from repelling them by force. Thus, I activated the emergency warning, calling the two of you here.
3 of us. Indigo's here
Now, I
too.
suggest you make haste. My less sophisticated brothers and sisters may have already caused considerable damage to Master Flavius's equipment. I will remain here to deal with any further outriders. Good luck, fleshlings. Try not to leak too much blood onto my mechanisms.
Who are you calling a flesh? You may as well just call us meatbags. Greetings, meatbags! Exclamation. Oh, right. How many is a few? Overrun. When you say overrun, how many Dremora are we talking about?
Bathar, I would like a word.
Here we go. Speak.
I believe in second chances, and my friend Lucian has chosen to give you one. I suggest you do not waste it.
Your advice is not required.
Perhaps not, but I hope you will listen anyway.
You
because
really
if
should.
you betray my friends, I will personally break you into 1,000 tiny pieces and feed them to a horker.
This information has been noted.
I am glad to hear it.
I'll settle for that. Right, well, now we're all on the same page and we're giving him a second chance. I appreciate he probably was somewhat desperate, having been trapped here for millennia, unable to have any modicum of freedom. So, is there a good view? How many Dromora are there gonna be?
Let me give you some room.
Yes, please, thank you. Oh. They've activated the spiders again. Ow. Well, we've got both Dromora and Automata to deal with. Lucien, can you do something about the Automata? I just wish you'd told me. But you probably knew I'd react like this, didn't you? Because I've not taken it well, and I'm still not taking it. It tried to murder us, and you gave it a body. And the only reason it's not trying to murder us again is because you've placed directives upon it.
Dwemer architecture is really quite admirable.
I don't think now is the time to comment on the architecture, Lucien.
But very little heart, don't you think?
Right. I assume most of them haven't left the facility. Right. I take it back. One of them has very much left the facility. Two of them. Two of them have very much left the facility. Where's my familiar? Down there. Okay, they see us. Familiar. Oh. Ward. And. Okay. God, right, he's got a bow. Of some kind. Oh! You got him? You sound very Nordic. Right. Oh, leave the arrows. Okay. It seems like they're still relatively weak from their journey through the gate. Is that a thing? Do they take time to adjust to life beyond the gates? That... Oh, they're Atronax. They're flame Atronax. There's 3 of them. Who summons... Are there going to be 3 Dromora? Let's get my... I want to practice my summoning. Over relying on the staff. Okay. That's it. That's 1. Oh no, not quite. Back up. Careful, Lucien. I know you're keen to secure the facility, but we can't risk our lives to do it. More than we already are. Oh, okay. Which way do you want to go, Lucien? Do you want to go through the shortcut to your laboratory, or do we take the long way round? And where is Inigo? Off to... Inigo, if you're not catching up, I'm going to summon you.
Ah, there you are. I thought I had lost you.
That's okay. We're just deciding which way we're going to go.
No one's quite sure what happened to the Dwemer.
I don't think
One
discussing
theory
what's
is that
happening to
their
the
chief
Dwemer's
tonal architects tried
the
to turn them
best
into gods.
time
Well,
either.
backfired.
What do you... Let's check our journal. I can't see... We could go straight to your laboratory, but I am thinking we go through the Animoculatory. Because we're going to have to sweep this place anyway. We're not going to let Doomsbazaar go back roaming around on his own, and we're not going to let you risk coming back here one day and finding out that there was one Dromora just waiting to sneak up on you the whole time. Right, long way it is. looks clear. And it's just as noisy as the last time we came through. We shouldn't have to check every single room this time anyway. It should become apparent if there is a Dremora waiting to pounce on us. Seems clear. Let's get dark vision at the ready, actually. It is easier to see with it. There's another blank. I'm gonna take it. I'm taking that blank lexicon. Oh, there was a shortcut as well that we opened, wasn't there? I think. But it wasn't here, it's further in. Was it that door? Was there a bridge? I'm not entirely sure. You know this place far better than I do, Lucian. Really, you should be taking the lead. Rather than me. Is this the... We'll just keep pushing this direction. What's the worst that can happen? Where does... Right, this leads us to the core. Are we just going to assume that Anemoculary is safe then? There was no sign of them in there. Right, come on. Let's keep pushing down. And there's... Lucian? Are those the library? Are those Amoris Mora's librarians? Hang on a minute. What? They are, aren't they? I can't really... Right, nothing ventured. Except in this instance, I think we just shoot them. They are seekers! Right, these things are dangerous, these are the things I told you about in the book. Okay, that looks big. Oh, sorry. Sorry. What does Amoris Mora want here? Sorry. Oh, God. Right, get in there. Oh, there's so many of them. Get down. Oh, I know I'm hurt. Okay. Oh my word, this fight just... I wish I could, Inigo. Oh, I might have to run. Sorry. Oh no, you're okay. You're immune to what I do to you. Oh no. This is... I can barely see. That's intense. It's overrun. It's certainly overrun. Right. Let's remember, we should be proceeding carefully. This place is overrun with Dremora right now. And you know what? Let's go straight to the Storm Atronach. This isn't the time for practice. This is the time for proven, effective spells and abilities. Now, I'm going to summon the Atronach, and I'm going to deploy our autocannon. I'm going to focus it down there. We're trying to lure as many as we can over here to us. Are we understood? I'll take that as a yes. So, deploy that. Get that. Oh! Oh my word, that really hurt. Where's Firebolt? Come on. Are they fighting themselves over there? Or something? Oh, the Atronach went that far in. I see. Right, guys, careful. There's a lot of firepower heading our way down here. Cool. Right. What? No, that's got to be more than the Atronach. They'd have dealt with that by now. Careful, you two. Careful. 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 Oh, this is difficult to aim when you're due to blocking the way. Right, I'm pulling that back up. If I can. I'll just wait for it to run out of its charge. No. Got it? Nearly?
Got it all, haven't you? Tentacles, weird self thing, a frankly unnecessary number of hands.
Yep.
Top marks for effort, I must say.
They're librarians, did you know? It's probably why they have so many hands. Carry and sort all those books. You got it?
Lucien for a moment there, but he had it covered.
I was worried about us all. Oh, right. Come on. Is that all of them? See, they got a lot of rare books on them. Right. Make sure you check over their robes for books. And take their Dromora hearts. How did you sleep anywhere near this thing, Lucien? It's noisy enough. I know we're right next to it, but still. Oh, there's another one. Where are you going, mister? Does it even care that we're attacking it? Let's not let that one get away. If it's ignoring us, that's its problem. Come on! Where you going? Where are you running off to?
Nice work.
Did somebody else throw a firebolt then? Oh, you've got the staff of firebolts. I see. I should probably teach you the spell anyway. We'll take those. It is a very useful spell to have, and I should probably be advancing from it sometime soon. Right, this is the control mechanism. Lucien, this is where I kind of want you to take over. What are we to do, if anything, here? Do you want to go back to your lab? Oh. Try not to fall into moving parts. Yeah, okay. No, we're not going to whack that console. How do we get to your laboratory again, Lucien? It was downstairs, wasn't it? Sort of where we were before. And then it was across a different bridge. Yeah? It's not... No, it might be this way. I think it is this way. Let's spell Dromora. Oh. I'm not weak. Back up. Oh, God. You're the weaklings. I'm doing far better than I thought. Oh. Okay, there's an Atronach. We're not done. Nice shot. Is that it? Are we in the clear? Take those. No, there's another Atronach that way. Oh, this leads towards the gate. Right. And I think that Atronach knows something's up. You know what? Can't hurt it with Firebolt. Let's get the ward. What the? Guys! Lucien, back up, back up, back up. Keep backing up. Okay, Atronach. Oh! Watch out for the tentacle attacks. Where's... Oh, I can barely see. What's going on? Let's use Firebolt on this thing. The Atronachs can wait. Oh, guys, you okay? Autocannon. Okay, the autocannon has some serious firepower for bigger enemies. Is that all of them? How do we permanently disable this gate? That is my pressing question.